Ninja Cups. Anyare.
It was easy to catch me with your big brown eyes and the way you smile.
Before we get into the actual story ng Ninja Cups, we'll divide it into several parts. Ano? Kung ano yung nakalagay sa report ng mga Ninja Cups, kung ano yung accusation against Ninja Cups, yung mga problema doon sa report nila, at kung ano ang binabato kay Albayalde. Ah, dun sa mga dun sa mga sumusubaybay sa GCTA, this came as a surprise actually. In one interview ni General Magalong, who's now Baguio City Mayor, sabi niya prepared daw siya for the GCTA questions kung paano pumapasok, labas-pasok ang drugs sa Bilibid, because that's what the hearing was all about. Tapos biglang pumasok yung kwento niya tungkol sa Ninja Cups. Now, yun ano, tapos we'll end up with kung ano yung possible defenses ni Albayalde and my take on it. Now, konting disclaimer lang. Just like the rest of you na nanonood dito, wala akong insider information, wala akong kilala sa loob or anything like that. Kung ano man yung sasabihin ko today, nakuha ko from reading the newspapers, newspaper yung broadsheet, news online, interviews, etc. No? From my favorites sila, Karen Davila, Pinky Webb, Noli De Castro, and Ted Filon, yung mga interview nila of certain personalities regarding the nangyari sa Ninja Cups. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's start ang ating kwentuhan. Okay, ano ba nangyari? In 2000, simple lang yung story. In 2013, that time Oscar David Albayalde was the acting police chief of Pampanga. Now, sometime in November, late November, 10 a.m., 12 cops plus Lieutenant Colonel that time Rodney Raimundo Louis Baloyo, who was the intelligence branch head, conducted a buy-bust operation in Pampanga, in one of the subdivisions there, if I'm not mistaken, against Johnson Lee. Okay, yun ang kanilang targets, Johnson Lee. According to official reports. Pero ang nahuli nila instead was Ding Wen Kun. Okay, Johnson Lee is a Chinese drug lord, known Chinese drug lord. Wanted na siya dito. Ngayon, ang nahuli is a Korean Ding Wen Kun. Now, according to some interviews ni Senator Gordon, iimbitahin niya rin ang Bureau of Immigration kasi Johnson Lee is a Chinese national at labas-pasok daw sa Pilipinas eh. Ganun tayo ka-efficient. So labas-pasok sa Pilipinas and tatanungin niya yung Bureau of Immigration kung bakit nagkakaganon. Pumapasok daw under different passports and different names. But that's another story for another day. Basta yun ang nangyari. Okay. Yung raid yielded 38 kilos of shabu and 100,000 pesos marked money. Now, at 4 p.m., the cops claimed they began their operation. That was the only time Albayalde was informed, according to Baloyo. He did not see it fit to inform Albayalde, which supposedly SOP yan, in advance of the operation because he didn't, according to Baloy, he didn't know if it was a real buy-bust or a hit. Baka kasi hindi jackpot eh. Hindi jackpot in a way na tipong hindi nahuli yung dapat hulihin. Okay. The following day in the afternoon, everything the cops got, they turned over to evidence, as evidence. Okay? In-store nila, etc., etc., pinatag nila, pina-label nila, etc., etc. Now, sometime in 2013 yun, ano? So yun ang nangyari. Sometime in 2014, Police Chief at that time, Alan Purisima, Pinoy admin, Pinoy administration, pointed out that yung insidente yun sa Pampanga, tapos pinaiimbestigahan niya kung bakit nagkaroon ng mga SUVs daw yung mga police. Inassign niya to kay Major General Benjamin Magalong of CIDG that time, which to which he was investigating yung Agaw Bato scheme. Okay? Albert Ferro was his investigator. Now, ano ba yung Agaw Bato? Yung Agaw Bato is modus ng ano, no? Modus ng Ninja Cops, parang hold up. Kukunin yung mga kontrabando, tapos either ibibenta, i-resell, or misdeclare at a lower amount, at a lower quantity, tapos bibenta yung balance. Okay, 12 cops plus Pampanga Intelligence Branch Head Baloyo, okay, was preventively suspended for not following SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, violations. Um, Certification of seized evidence was signed the following day, dapat the day itself. Confiscated items were not photographed with the arrested suspects. Okay. Photos of the barangay official, media, Department of Justice representatives who allegedly witnessed the confiscations were taken elsewhere. No SOCO, scene of the crime operatives on site. The inventory of the seized drugs was not done where the buy bust happened. Dapat dun ginagawa. So yun ang kanilang ano, no? Yun ang kanilang violation. Now, they were also charged of Section 17 of Dangerous Drugs Act or mishandling of drug related evidence. Ang punishment nito, life imprisonment plus $500,000 to 10 million depending on the gravity. Now, after which, Pampanga Police Chief Albayalde was sacked by Central Luzon Police Chief Brigadier General Raul Petrasanta for command responsibility, okay, and his failure to take corrective action. In other words, di ba, iba ang nag-punish dun sa mga, so 13, hindi si Albayalde, dapat si Albayalde. Okay. Brigadier General Manuel Gerlan, some of these personalities have been retired already, ano? Yun nga lang, hindi ko alam ang current ranks nila. So, at that time, Brigadier General Manuel Gerlan testified about his investigation on the anomalous buy bust in Pampanga. Yung mga Ninja Cops, binansagan na silang Ninja Cops in 2013. Now, at that time, he found no evidence implicating PNP Police Chief, the former PNP Police Chief, Oscar Albayalde, so na-dismiss yung kaso niya. November of 2014, 13 cops were ordered dismissed from service. Now, on 2016, 2 years later, the 13 cops received the dismissal order, and then subsequently they filed a motion for reconsideration and appeal of the dismissal order. 2 months later, Brigadier General Aaron Aquino assumes post as Central Luzon Chief, replacing Brigadier General Rudy Lacadin. In July, Albayalde becomes National NCRPO, National Capital Region Police Office Chief. November of 2016, Albayalde called Central Luzon Chief Aaron Aquino to follow up on the case. Yun ang pinag-usapan na, nag-follow up lang. After the call, sabi ni Aaron Aquino, he was the Central Luzon Chief, That time, he sent the 13 cops to Mindanao. I, madalas ko narinig yun. I don't know why, at tinanong din sa Senate hearing yan, na kung bakit pinapadala sa Mindanao itong mga to. Now, here's the thing. Um, the problem with that kasi is, syempre, if you take cops with questionable reputations or questionable service, at lahat sila tinatap mo sa Mindanao, edi yung mga civilians sa Mindanao could be victimized by these people as well. Diba? Bakit ganon? Lagi ko narinig yung laging pag may kasalanan, binabato sa Mindanao. Kawawa naman yung mga tao sa Mindanao kung napupuno sila ng mga rotten cops. Remember, there was a time also na may pinagalitan si Duterte, mga 200 scalawags, 200 plus scalawags. Yung iba doon pinadala sa Mindanao. Bakit pagpadadala doon? Kawawa naman yung mga tao sa Mindanao na who are receiving instead of the finest of the PNP, itong mga police scalawags sa mga pinadadala doon. I don't know why. There was may sinabi na pinadadala sila ron to run after yung mga insurgents, yung mga terrorists sa Mindanao. Okay, if they break the law while they're here, what made you sure? What made you so sure na they wouldn't try to break the law or circumvent the law while they're there? Diba? Ganun yun eh. Tapos with the technology today, kung may network silang pinatatakbo, edi madaling gumawa ng network kung nasa Mindanao ka, tapos galing ka ng Luzon or Visayas, etc. etc. Okay. Still a year later, criminal charges, balik tayo sa kwento, still a year later, criminal charges against the 13 ninja cops were dismissed by the DOJ. Okay. Later, Brigadier General Armando Corpus replaces retiring Aaron Aquino as Central Luzon Police Chief who became CODG Chief. Okay, Aquino replaces Isidro La Peña as PIDEA Chief. So, nagkaroon na ng movement. Excuse me. On October 2017, Brigadier General Amador Corpus modifies the penalty from dismissal to demotion, one rank below. Instead, this was recommended by apparently their legal officer. Bakit daw? Tinanong sa Senado to eh. Sabi niya, there are two aggravating circumstances, taking advantage of the length of service and employment of fraudulent means to commit the offense, and mitigating circumstance, yung numerous awards and commendations which led to the net one aggravating circumstance. So meron kang dalawang aggravating circumstance, meron ka naman mga awards, so isa na lang. Demotion lang. Alright. Now here's where it becomes scary. Lumabas din sa Senado to. Albayalde recommends the 13 cops for promotion. Di na demote, na-recommend niya for promotion and awards, including himself. Okay? Ang gusto niyang ipataw sa sarili niya at sa mga tao ay medalya ng medalya ng katangi-tanging gawa. PNP Outstanding Achievement Medal. Okay? Now, what does this mean? The medal stands for ang katangi-tanging gawa is awarded to PNP members and civilian personnel of the Republic of the Philippines and of friendly foreign nations for distinguished extraordinary achievement or service in the advancement of science, socio-economic, technical, and police-related to public service of the highest order. Okay mga bayani. Alright. Ang lupit. Okay, so multi-awarded yung mga police including Albayalde. Okay. In 2018, Albayalde replaces General Bato. Nag-retire yan, tapos tumakbo na senator, di ba? General Ronald De La Rosa. Okay? As PNP chief. Albayalde was recommended by General De La Rosa. Okay. Now, isipin mo to. Albayalde was suspended and floating status for 8 months because yung mga bata niya is he failed to do for command responsibility tsaka yung mga bata niya gumagawa ng kalokohan. And this person became the PNP chief upon recommendation of General Bato de la Rosa. I'm not I'm not making this up. Ito yung balita. Yun yun eh. Okay. In 2019, retired Benjamin Magalong was proclaimed next mayor of Baguio City. Okay? In the same year, 3 of the 13 Ninja Cups, hindi na natin papangalanan yung mga Ninja Cups, hindi naman importante yun eh. Ang importante lang kung ano yung nangyari kay Albayalde for the purpose of discussion. 3 of the 13 Ninja Cups were arrested in Antipolo in another buy-bust operation with the same modus. See? A question. Di ba tinapon sila supposedly sa Mindanao? Paano sila nakabalik? Tinatanong yun sa Senado. Paano sila nakabalik? Unanswered pa rin. Okay. September, during the Senate hearing on PDEA's 2020 budget, Aaron Aquino raises the issue of drug recycling or agobato or ninja cups, whatever you call it, which is rampant sa PNP. Okay. Tapos nabanggit natin kanina, while during the Blue Ribbon investigation on the GCTA, lumabas nga itong Ninja Cups issue. Okay. Late October 2019, General Albayalde stepped down as PNP chief. Now the position is, I think, may acting PNP chief. Okay. What are the allegations against the 13 Ninja Cups and Albayalde, according to Mayor Magalong? Okay. To begin with, they're supposed to arrest a person named Johnson Lee. Again, documented lahat to. But they arrested instead Ding Wen Kun. Okay, may story pa yan. I suggest you watch portions of the inquiry on YouTube kung paano nagkaganon. Tapos yung mga report ng security agency were there and yung mga barangay officials, etc. etc. Kung paano nangyari yun. Okay, this is well documented by PDEA Chief Magalong that time. Okay. The cops were bribed by Lee, allegedly, with 50 million to let him go and arrest Ding himself. Okay? May mga sworn affidavits to. Cops also seized 200 kilograms of shabu, hindi 38 kilograms. 200 kilograms. So, ano nangyari dun sa 132 kilograms? Kayo na lang maggawa ng math kung magkano yun. Okay? And the witnesses are barangay officials, security guards, executives of the security agency, na ang kwento pa ay sa sobrang daming drugs na lalaglag pa sa bagyong ganun karami. Binag nila na nalalaglag pa, natatapon-tapon, ganun karami yung drugs dun sa raid. Okay. Now, according to Magalong, yung integrity ng mga witnesses were intact dahil they don't stand to gain from this. Okay? In fact, baka nga maging mitsa pa ng buhay nila yung testifying that way. So anyway, ganun yung problema. Now, ang nagigisa ng husto was Baloyo, who's under contempt now and arrested by the Senate kasi nga he was skirting the issues. He was evasive. Yan, ayaw niya sumagot. Anyway, in late 2016, Okay? Ano ba sinasabi ni Aaron Aquino against the Ninja Cops and Albayalde? Okay, in late 2016, Albayalde daw called him up to ask about the 13 policemen. To quote, sabi niya sa akin, "Sir, for the meantime, baka pwedeng ipa-review mo muna yan. Kasi gusto kong malaman kung ano talaga ang nangyari as a result sa result ng investigation na yan. Kasi sir, mga tao ko yan." That's according to Aquino, testimony niya yun. Now, um, this was admitted by Albayalde, Oscar Albayalde, but stressed that he only asked for a follow-up. Okay, follow-up lang. He didn't ask for favors. Okay? Now, meron siyang sinasabi na tipong he couldn't ask an upperclassman, dahil upperclassman daw si Aquino, na he could na to do favors for him because that would be, disrespectful. Okay. According to Magalong, Aquino said, ang kulang doon sa testimony ni Aquino, nagkakainitan na nga sila doon. Magalong, Aquino apparently omitted some details na sinabi ni Magalong. Sabi niya, do not implement the order. Okay, sinabi daw ni Albayalde kay Aaron. But anyway, Magalong said Aquino did not implement the order pending review of the case as a result of the call and assigned the airing cups sa Mindanao as punishment. Yun lang. Hindi niya, in other words, hindi niya dinismiss, pero tinransfer niya yung mga tao sa Mindanao. So, okay. Anyway, wag daw implement your order. Now, bakit nagkaganito? Kasi, I'll talk about yung theories ko about it later, no? Pero kasi importante to kung bakit pinadidelay niya yung implementation ng order. Okay, fine. Now, according to Lacadin, Albayalde also called him up. Okay? According to Lacadin, there was a time during this investigation, I remember I think, the PD of Pampanga. He called me. Ang naalala ko, sabi niya, "Sir, iniimbestigahan niyo raw kami." Sabi ko, "Yes, Oka. I did not inform you, but if you have nothing to hide, wala ka naman dapat katakutan." That's a weird thing to say. Lalo na kung tinawagan ka lang naman just to say hi. Okay, Lacadin added, "I didn't know if jokingly he said, actually sir, konti lang kinita ko dyan. Konti lang naman napunta sa akin dyan." That is odd to say by Albayalde. I don't know if it's true or not, but yun ang testimony ni Lacadin. Okay? Now, again, I wouldn't, kasi you have 13 cases sa 13 cops. I don't know if they're all individually guilty of anything. Sabi nga nung isa sa hearing ng Senate, sabi niya, "Sir, wala ako doon." Okay. So, yung 13 hindi pa rin accurate yun. Alright. Let's talk about Albayalde na lang. Okay. General Albayalde is still innocent until proven guilty. And he deserves due process. We can all agree on that. Okay? Hindi porket narinig natin itong mga to, guilty na kagad siya. Because I believe there is no direct link from the buy-bust operation to Albayalde. Actually, sinabi nga ng mga bata na yun, na hindi, late na siya sinabihan. That would be like having Duterte guilty of every single corrupt policeman under him. Kasi ganito, kahit na may command responsibility, you can only take that so far. Kasi syempre, hindi mo galaw ang isip at movements ng mga tao mo sa labas, especially if they're on the field. May mga ginagawa ka naman sa opisina at hindi lang naman silang inaasikaso mo sa 13 na yun. Okay. Most of what have been said um, against Albayalde are either circumstantial or hearsay kasi. Okay, yun. Okay, circumstantial. According to an interview with Senator Gordon, Richard Gordon, with Karen Davila, Head Start ANC, I would like to quote, I think we have, when asked kung meron kayong ebidensya against him, I think we have. When you look at the definition of circumstantial evidence, we'll get into that. We can put together all these facts that form the conclusion because they are all connected. There are witnesses. There are witnesses that say, kinausap ako, there's money involved. I would advise General Albayalde to get a very good lawyer. Now, according to Mayor Magalong, in an interview with Pinky Webb, the source CNN, if you're asking me, I have no, if I have hard evidence, I don't have evidence, I don't have against Oscar Albayarde. Wala siyang hard evidence. I don't have. Pero kung titignan mo man yung circumstances, unahin natin muna yung actual incident. You're the provincial director or you were informed about these anti-drug operation 1 week ahead of the actual operation. Ongoing operation, hindi ba blow-by-blow account ang minomonitor mo? Okay. Okay. Senator Drilon, former Secretary of Department of Justice ng DOJ. This is what I will say. The evidence is strong. Ang interview niya yata dito is with Ted Filon. Ted Filon. The evidence is strong that if they cannot mount a sufficient defense, then they will be convicted on the basis of what we heard. Okay? Now, what is circumstantial evidence? Let me define it to you sa isang case, Bacolod versus People. Circumstantial evidence goes to prove a fact or series of facts other than the facts in issue. Hindi ka ba nalilito ron? Which, if proved, may tend by inference to establish a fact in issue. Ganito yan. Let me explain, medyo nakakalito. Meaning, wala kang direct evidence. Kunyari, may krimen, walang nagtuturo sa direkta. Pero yung mga nangyayari sa paligid nun, walang ibang taong pwedeng maging may sala kundi ikaw, kahit na walang nagturo sa'yo. Okay? Ganun yun. Halimbawa, let's talk about Albayalde. Kunyari, siya yung mastermind ng 30 Ninja Cups. Of course, kahit wala siya sa operations, kung mastermind siya at lumabas sa mastermind siya, circumstantial evidence yun. Now, Rules of Court, Rule 133, Section 4. To sustain a conviction based on circumstantial evidence, the following requisites must concur. 1. There must be more than one circumstance to convict. The facts on which the inference of guilt is based must be proved. And number 3, when combination of all circumstances such that to produce a conviction beyond reasonable doubt. With respect to the third requisite, it is essential that the circumstantial evidence presented must constitute an unbroken chain which leads one to a fair and reasonable conclusion pointing to the accused to the exclusion of others as the guilty person. Katulad nung halimbawa, okay, hindi kailangang nakitang may bit-bit ng drugs. Okay? Hindi kailangan makita yun. Okay, na may bit-bit, may picture, whatever, direct evidence, hindi kailangan. Pero if it shows na tipong siya nga yung nagpagawa nun, siya yung mastermind, then he's guilty of circumstantial evidence. Remember, mastermind, wala naman usually sa operation yan. Nasa likod lang yan. Alright. Here's another charge against Albayalde. Republic Act 9165, the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Acts of 2002, for misappropriation, misapplication, or failure to account for the confiscated drugs, seized or surrendered the dangerous drugs. For Albayalde to be guilty of circumstantial evidence on the charge, the prosecution must prove he directly misappropriated the drugs. He failed to account for the drugs. Okay? Problem is, he wasn't there. Wala siya ron. Yung mga bata niya nandun. Okay? Wala siya ron. Now, charges, here's another charge. Anti-graft law, section 3, paragraph A and E, penalizes a public officer for influencing another public officer to perform an act in violation of laws or rules and regulations set by competent authority. E, was violated when the cops misdeclared the seized drugs. Okay. Now, ngayon ko lang nalaman yun, mere fact of calling is already anti-graft na. Well, sure. Okay. What must be proven? Okay? Accurate yung accounts ni Aquino. The problem is, hindi nga accurate eh. Iba yung, may sinabi si Aquino that made it sound like nagpa-follow up lang si Albayalde. But, according to Magalong, that wasn't the case. Okay? So, magkaiba. Lakadin's call, there has to be something more than sinabi lang niya. Sinabi niya lang yun eh. Madali naman gumawa ng kwento eh. Okay? And of course, he actually misdeclared the drugs. Hindi naman siya gumawa ng mga tao niya. Okay? The third charge, Revised Penal Code Article 171, falsification by public officer, employee, or notary, or ecclesiastic minister the reelection of duty when he declared his special report dated December 2, 2013 that the raid in Mexico, Pampanga happened on November 29, 5 p.m. After the Senate hearing showed that it actually happened on the same date, pero 10 a.m. Okay. Now here's the thing. This was reported by and testified to by Baloyo, yung mga boys niya ni Albayalde. Hindi siya mismo gumawa ng report. Binasa na lang niya, pinirmahan niya yun. Yun ang ni-report sa kanya. Yun ang ni-report sa kanya. Okay? So, hindi siya guilty rito dahil ano siya eh. Kumbaga parang kung siya mismo gumawa ng report, yeah, sure, pero hindi eh. Hindi ganun lumalabas eh. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Just to conclude, okay? When we're talking about something you can prove against Albayalde, there are a couple of things na pwede mong patunayan. Failure to command responsibility. Okay? Command responsibility. Yan ang pinakamahirap na trabaho ng isang leader. Kasi ikaw ang responsable sa lahat ng mga tao sa baba mo. Okay? The problem is, hindi mo naman sila kontrolado every minute of every hour of every day. Okay? They may be scheming behind your back. Pero, ikaw ang tatamaan as their chief, as their head. Now, I don't know whether or not kasi sinasabi ni Albayalde, tinawagan niya yung si Aaron, nagpa-follow up siya kasi kinukulit daw siya ng mga families ng 13 Ninja Cups and naaawa daw siya. Now, I don't know if that's his real motivation, kung maawain siya, or since hindi pa siya PNP chief that time nung tinawagan niya si Aaron, baka nililinis niya yung bakuran niya para pag nag-PNP chief siya, mabango siya. Or habang nire-recommend siya kay Duterte para i-appoint as PNP chief, he may be cleaning his own backyard. Okay? Para lumabas spotless, mahusay siya, lahat ng mga officers niya, multi-awarded, responsible officers, ganyan, practically heroes, including himself. So, I believe yun ang motivation ni Albayalde to call Aaron up to secure his promotion, not for anything else. Okay? Now, yung kila Kadin, again, I really don't know kung ano, gaano ka, mahirap yung kukunin mo lang yun at face value. Okay? Pero yung kay Aaron, inamin niya yun, inamin naman ni Albayalde na he called. Pero I think, hindi na-discuss sa Senate. I think he was cleaning his own backyard for his promotion. Okay? Yun ang kanyang ano. Now, he could be also guilty of ethics for doing that. Ethics. Okay? Yun lang yun. Ethics ang problema niya. Pero, is he directly involved? I don't think so. Ang updates niyan, he's been denying na meron siya mga bata. But then again, doon mo naman titingnan yung circumstantial evidence. Sa mga movements niya, it seems na mga bata niya yun. Now, bata could mean very close friends, but not necessarily accomplices to a crime. Okay? Probably, at face value, o sige, tanggapin na natin, maawain siya doon sa 13. Kawawa naman yung pamilya, kawawa naman yung, they're just doing their job, etc., etc. And, mahaba pa naman yung hearings and hindi pa natin alam kung ano mangyayari. May sinasabi si Baloyo na when they got there, prepared na yung affidavit ng mga tao, which is also suspicious. I don't know if that's true. Okay? Kasi he wasn't given the chance to explain by Gordon. But okay lang. Okay lang. Now, ang update niyan, Department of Interior, Local Government, the DILG chief is expected to release this week, ano ba, first or second week ng November, the results of his investigation on Albayalde and the alleged ninja cops. Ang alam ko, dismissed na yung 13 and pinakakasuhan pa yung tatlo na na-involve pa sa Antipolo. So anyway, yun. Now, of course, pag pinag-usapan natin si Albayalde, PNP, and Ninja Cops, hindi pwedeng hindi natin i-touch kung ano yung naging reaction ni Presidente Duterte. Okay. Now, the Ninja Cops issue added to the frustration of the President and problems. Now he's having difficulty finding a replacement for Albayalde. Okay, according to Duterte, wala namang sinasabi sa akin yung mga wala namang sinabi sa akin na yung pangyayari sa Pampanga o hindi ko naman lahat ng krimen sa Pilipinas before. Hindi ko naman alam lahat ng krimen sa Pilipinas before I became president. Okay. When I was mayor, I was only concerned with the crimes happening here in the city of Davao. And maybe sa mga kapitbahay ko ng mga probinsya, syudad. Okay, fine. Pero, sir, ito lang masabi ko sa'yo. You campaigned, you filed your certificate of candidacy as president. You campaigned, you've made promises to the people. Sa drugs, sa corruption, you're a staunch fighter, fine. Alam mo na dapat yun, sir, bago ka nagkampanya. Yun eh. You don't apply for a job you don't know nothing about. Halimbawa na lang yung sinabi niya, alam niya lang City of Davao, yung mga karatig probinsya niya. Now, today, it involves so many things. It involves geopolitics as a president. It involves, Davao, it involves 7,100 islands, 100 million people. Ang Davao lang. Yung Davao lang yun. Maliit lang yun. Versus the whole Philippines. What did you expect, sir? What did you expect? Okay? Mangyayari talaga yun. To a certain degree, Naaawa ako sa presidente because, kung yung mga tao na inaasahan mong tumulong sa'yo, nagkakaganito, sangkot sa ano-anong mga kaso, well, how can you clean up the Philippines? Ang hirap, ang hirap ng problema, ganun. PNP chief mismo. Now, again, just to reiterate, I don't think Albayalde is a bad person. Actually, I was told by a person na nakahalubilo niya minsan na Albayalde is a very simple person lang. Very simple. You can usually catch him sa kanyang bahay na na very soft-spoken, nakapambahay lang, nakasando pa minsan in dealing with people, ganyan. Nag-uniforme lang yan at magarang-magara pag naharap lang sa media at sa office. But in the house, he's a very simple guy. I believe that. Okay, fine. Ngayon, what he's guilty of is probably, failure sa command responsibility nga and ethics. Yun lang. Pero criminal, I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Pero here's the thing. If you will make that stick malabo, I don't think you can make it stick. Alright? This is episode 11. My name is Patrick. This is Pat Talks, Lone Wolf edition of Anything Under 3 Stars in the Sun, brought to you by Pinoy Matters TV. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will always respond to you.
It was easy to catch me with your big brown eyes and the way you smile.